Nearly a century ago, these 100 acres, just a half-mile west of Dike, were settled by the Roadman family. In 2009, 4 generations later, J.H. Roadman's great-grandson Larry donated a portion of his land to Orchard Hill Church to farm as part of the Food Resource Bank.
Hertz Farm Management approached us about would we consider putting in the land as others through Orchard Hill put in the seed, the fertilizer, the labor, the machinery. That seemed like a wonderful use of a God-given asset.
It's a great opportunity for us as farmers to use our talents, our abilities, our resources as a great way to raise some funds for some worthwhile projects.
Some of those projects have benefited our communities in Haiti, Mozambique, and the Walnut neighborhood in Waterloo. On a recent visit, Larry discovered an incredible God story.
We got this farm from my ancestors. My great-grandfather had settled it on a covered wagon coming from Pennsylvania.
Larry's grandfather was born and raised on this land. After graduating from UNI, he went to seminary and returned to Iowa as a Methodist pastor here in the Walnut neighborhood in East Waterloo.
Larry tells me that his grandfather prayed for the Walnut area many years that God would come to this area.
Yeah, this is the area where he ministered. He lived with his family, worked, prayed, worked with the people, tried to build a church in the 1920s.
90 years later, this land feels a little bit like holy ground, as God is using the very land that Larry's grandfather grew up on to answer the very prayers his grandfather prayed when he worked and served in the Walnut neighborhood.
I feel my grandfather standing here and being encouraged that we're standing here right now, that Orchard Hill and others are involved here right now with what's going on and the promise of the future.
With God, everything's possible. We hear the statement so much, but now through FRB, it's God through us. It's God through us. He's amazing.
And this is just one of the many stories God has invited us to be a part of in 10 years of partnering with the FRB. Now, for just $20, you can buy seeds for a row of crops and be part of God's miraculous work.
As the congregation buys a row or donates towards a row, and we as farmers donate our resources, it multiplies. And it's been neat to see what it's done over the years, where we've had 100 to 500% return on our investment from what was donated and what comes out of it. And as God blesses the crop and provides a wonderful crop, it's a way to bring heaven to earth. Right here, right now.
Proceeds from the harvest will again be used for development projects in Haiti, Mozambique, and the very neighborhood Larry's grandfather served and prayed for 90 years ago.